This woman single handedly humiliated an entire company with a bloated ego when they messed with her. Now, the story starts with P, a single woman from Shandong province, East China. She's a hardworking individual with pride, dignity, and apparently the patience of a Buddhist monk until you push her too far. So, P recently moved into this new apartment. It's near her workplace, and the scenery is good too. Nothing fancy, but it saves up money in traveling. But the thing is, after living there for a couple of months, P realized her flat has issues. Water pressure is so low that it takes an hour to fill a bucket. The ceiling in her bedroom just keeps on leaking like a Morse code, and a broken elevator that always makes her walk 8 floors after work. Basically, this place was a DIY survival experience. Now, P didn't know that when she moved in, so naturally she calls a property management company and complains about it. But they just say, not our jurisdiction. P tried to resolve this many times. Still, every time she calls them, they just have an excuse. But when it came time to collect the maintenance fee, the sender reminds us each month on time. Frustrated with all this, P decides to stop paying them the maintenance fee until they fix all the problems. But on March 11, something changed. When P came to her flat after office hours, she found it dark and gloomy. She tried to switch on the lights and charge her phone, but nothing worked. So P asked around if they have electricity in their flats and came to know that only her flat was without power. P then immediately called a property management company and they said she must pay her outstanding property management fees before she could settle the electricity bill to have her power back on. That's it. That was the last straw. P was pissed. She did no wrong and yet gets treated this way. P thought, who the hell gave them the right to cut off my electricity over their incompetence? But on that evening, P decided to teach them a lesson. Now, P isn't the type to throw a brick through their window. Nah, she's classy, she's methodical. So, all night, she thought of getting back at them legally and also not to escalate the situation any further. And after a few hours, she finally came up with a plan to get her revenge. The next day, P went to the bank and withdrew 650 yuan, which was her due maintenance fees. But here's the key part in her plan. She withdrew it all in coins. Coins worth zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.5 yuan. Next, P walked into the property management office like a Bond villain with a suitcase full of metal coins. In fact, there were over 6,000 of these coins in the suitcase. Seeing this, the management staff was shocked and said, no, we're not counting this. Go back to the bank and deposit it there. But P, without missing a beat, goes, no, you will count it. This is legal currency. Still, these guys didn't accept it and started bullying her. So P threatened to call the cops and they finally folded and bent the knee to accept the payment. But P wasn't done. You see, the coins P got from the bank were all neatly wrapped in stacks. But she ripped the paper wrappers and mixed them up so they would have to count every single coin by hand. It took them over 3 whole hours to count a maintenance fee of $90. And the entire time, P just sat there in their office, watching them count, smiling at their misery. So this whole mess blowed up on the internet, and the others started doing the same too. If you like what you just saw, consider subscribing and share your money story at theonlinedollar.com.